Well, welcome. Welcome to Celebrate Aging. Here at Emmanuel, I'm Vicki Marthaler, I'm the chaplain, and here at Emmanuel we have a very special club. And I have two members of the club sitting with me today, and you don't have any special keys or special buttons or anything, but they are of the 20-year club, which means what?
I've been here 27 years.
And I've been here 23 years.
And so you get the idea, it's 20 and above. And I'm not in there yet, they're just making me an honorary member.
She's working on it.
Yes, I'm going to have 15 years in. But at Emmanuel, we have 22 of our staff who have reached the goal of 20 years and more of service, of working, of mission here at this wonderful facility. And now I'm thinking 20 whatever years ago, it wasn't quite as big.
Heavens no. We didn't even have a computer. We only had one office.
You know, that's maybe the biggest change, isn't it?
Yeah, all the office people.
Yeah.
One office and no computers.
No.
A lot of file cabinets, tons of paper.
Yep.
Yes.
Did you even have a time clock?
Yes.
There was a big...
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a time clock, and it was right behind Station 1.
Okay.
And it was a lot different than what we have now.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have...
Now you've got badges.
We
Feel like
just
you're the...
swipe.
I always wondered if I took my badge because it has the little... What do we call it?
Code.
The little code thing. If in the grocery store would maybe
Yeah,
we'd find
it
out how
was
much you're worth.
I wouldn't dare it say 0.
Well, no, I don't think it would say 0.
Invalid, invalid.
Yeah, that's closer.
Well, you've caught right onto the computer thing.
You got that right.
Well, and I should tell you, they should introduce themselves instead of me trying to remember their names, because who knows, I would probably get a blank spot in my mind. You want you to say who you are?
I'm Joy Schwaller.
And
Like
you-
I said, I've been here 27 years. I work in housekeeping. I've been in housekeeping for 23 years.
Donna remembers.
On Maple Lane for 23 years. And before that, I was a housekeeper. I'm not a housekeeper.
You are a housekeeper.
I mean, a nursing assistant, CNA.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you've worked a couple different departments.
Yes.
Very well.
Obviously, the longest in housekeeping. But
Okay.
I love the residents. I love the experience of working here. It's very gratifying. It's just lots of fun.
Something new every day.
Yes. No day is the same. It's a different adventure every day.
I like the word adventure.
Yeah.
Because we never know. We just never know.
No.
Somebody, you know, when I was first considering coming here, I asked my family, I said, what do you think if I go work at the nursing home? And my boys were teenagers at the time, and they were just aghast. They said,
Mother.
Mom, yeah. You know what happens? People just die at the nursing home. It's a very sad place. And they said, you cry at Little House on the Prairie. They just figured I'd be crying all the time. And, you know, I think a lot of people have that image of a nursing home being dreary and sad and depressing. And
it's not.
I spent 1 week here at Emmanuel, and I thought, oh man, somebody's got to get the word out. There's a lot of living going on around here. I found I was laughing more most of the day. There's just delight.
They say the darndest things. You never know what they're going to say.
And people, there's so much history here, and it's so interesting, and people have stories, and they've lived lives that are...
And some of them have
Great.
come from the old country
Yes.
when they were like 3, 4, 5 years old.
Yes.
And they tell you stories about that.
It is
Yeah.
rewarding, and it's interesting, and it's
And getting off in New York and...
not even talking the language. And
No.
Oh, okay, so this is Joy, and Donna, why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Donna Erickson. I've worked here 23 years. The first year I was a nursing assistant on Birch Lane, and there was an opening in housekeeping, but Joy got it instead. So that's why I knew how many years. And the following year there was another opening in housekeeping, and I campaigned to get into housekeeping because it was opening in Oak, which was our special care unit. And I felt that I was called to go up there to work with the people with Alzheimer's. Later on, I realized why I was called there was my mother-in-law developed Alzheimer's, and I had to help my family deal with it. And I had been working there about 10 years when she first moved in. So I thought, well, you know, if we open our hearts, God comes in. And that's the way I felt. I started feeling that God led me to this place to help people that need somebody with a lot of patience, doesn't lose her temper, and just wants to give a lot of love and hugs. And I think that's so important, that human touch.
Hugs are very important.
Yeah.
Every day.
It seems like going up there, certain people are attracted to the housekeeping card because I'm not really a caregiver, but I am a friend.
And you're familiar. You got brooms and dust cloths.
And I'm the one that comes in their room and say, let me clean today. And some of these ladies are just amazed that I will be willing to come into their homes to do this for them. And it's just a delight.
A delight. I should put in a little advertisement for Donna, too, that there was one family that when their loved one got to be very, very ill, and Donna would come in and, of course, keep picking up the room and cleaning and visiting with them. They wrote a poem for her, and it was called "The Minister with a Mop." And I thought that was a very beautiful way of putting down the work, because every department, I consider every department ministry, that you all do ministry. You're not really working here for the money. Are you working here for the money?
No.
It's for the self-gratification.
Yeah.
And another thing with working here, we don't just get to know the residents, we get to know and love their families also.
Yes.
It's a blessing.
I mean, you come in and you eventually, after a few days, you know who belongs to who. You visit with them and they just become one of the...
Yes.
One and all.
And in my situation working in special care units, we just get glimpses of what these people's lives were. And boy, that was amazing.
Yes.
And then we talk to the family and we find out the true story, and it just makes your heart swell.
Yes.
And some of them are so different, like on Donna's wing with the Alzheimer's disease. And some of them have been different before they got Alzheimer's, but yet they're still very special, sweet people.
Yes. So I just wanted to lift up the 20-year club to you and let these two talk a little bit about why they work here and why they continue to be here at Emmanuel. It is a place that, again, you maybe aren't going to be the richest person in the world, but we do work very hard at making sure that there's a living wage, and we talk to our legislators and we say, let's take a look at nursing homes and nursing home care, and the people who work here are called here to do special work that maybe there are other people who just are not capable of doing the care that needs to be given. So let's make sure that we take care of the caregivers too, because we have 140 residents here that need care and need watching over, and we want to make sure that they're covered 24/7. So these two are just examples of the staff that we have here at Emmanuel, and we want you to know that if you have a calling in your life to give care, this might just be the place you want to come and say, maybe I want to be a part of this mission. So this is Vicki over at Emmanuel wishing you the very best day, and we pray that when you do come and visit or work at Emmanuel that you will find out that there's a lot of living going on around here.